So I'll have to launch in Vivo. I'll launch it we're here and let me just open the enter. Let me just open the enter data screen and show you so we see our data sets. So when I open that, we have the enter data here. But here we don't want to enter any data. We just want to open the data set that we are going to be using for analysis. So you can come to File and then you take Open. Let me, so you come to File, then you take Open Form, and we can browse to get a data set from NVivo, from Epi Info. NVivo is still coming. Okay, so we have the HIV. I would like us to use the HIV data sets. We take Open, and this is the data HIV.prj. We open it and we click on Case, then we take OK. So on the Enter Data tab, we have the HIV data that we have opened. What I want us to find out here is to look at the form. This is the form, how you can enter your data. But what I want us to see is the data set. So I'll click up here on line listing. We just double click on line listing and then we see the data set opens up for us. So we have the case ID. This is not an exhaustive list of the variables that we have. So just for us to see that. But then we're going to leave here and then we will go to the classic view. We will go to the classic view and then we are going to do some analysis there. For the visual dashboard, we are going to use this when we want to create our graphs. So for now, I'll click on the classic dashboard. I will double click on it to open it. And once it is open, we are going to share that particular screen. So you can see very well that on the classic view, we have the output window. What the first one you see, Epi Info. So all you do will appear here. And then we have the program editor or the command line if you want to use command. I prefer to click to drag and drop. It's easy for me. So we are going to open the data set again here because we're in the classic view now. So we click on read and then we are going to look for the HIV data set. So AP Info 7 projects, yes. Then we can click the recent projects, but I want us to take browse. So you see what to do if you have to do that. Take browse, you open the AP Info folder in your computer, you open the projects folder, and then you'll see the HIV data set, which you can click on it, and then you open, click and open. And then here you click on its forms is checked. That's okay. Don't bother about tables for now. Then you click on case and then you click OK. That is that. And if you look at the program editor, you'll see that this command has been written in the background for you. This is all we did. So you could just type this command. You just type this command and then you have it. So let's look at the data set now. So we're going to come to what we'll mostly be using here is going to be statistics. If I click on this, and this asterisk shows everything, right? The global. So we can leave that as it is, and then we leave this grid, and then we take OK. And then we are going to see the data. Let me share. I think that screen is shared. You see the list. You can see the list of all the variables we have in our data sets. And you can use a horizontal scroll bar to check. You see the various variables we have: sex, date of birth, age. We have all of that right up to the zip, latitude, longitude, and some variables are empty. Sex, 0 for sex. Have you had sex with a male? 0 for no, 1 for yes. and a lot of variables that we have for these data sets. So that is how you open a data set in AP Info. Now, let us just do some sort of uh, okay. So let us share back the screen. Then now we will do some analysis. We'll do some analysis. So let's say we want to see the number of variables on the list. I think we saw the variables that are actually fulfilled. So let's say we want to see the list of variables. In this case, the sample size, you may have to use frequencies. So I come to frequencies and let's just check. Let's just check sex, hoping that there was no missing value for sex. So just go down to S, sex, every other thing like this, and then we click on OK. And then we can see that on our output window, we have 379 participants in this project, 185 males and 174. And the AP info automatically removes missing values. So if there's a variable that has missing values, you will not have the missing here like in SPSS. So we have that for the frequency. Let me show you what I mean. Let's go back to the list and look at a variable that does not have, we are in list. Yes. So let me click on that. And then we are lists. So a variable that has missing values. For example, diagnostic status. You see this variable, diagnostic status. This one has some missing values. I think I saw some missing values, unless otherwise. Let's check for another one. Okay, so ethnicity. Let's try ethnicity, and you are going to see what I am talking about. So if we come to frequencies, we come to statistics and we take frequencies. And this time around, we're going to choose ethnicity, and then we leave every other thing. Did I choose it? Choose ethnicity. It was chosen? Because I don't see it here anymore. Okay, if that was chosen, but I can't find it here. Let's just take OK. And ethnicity, we see that we have 357. Meanwhile, for sex, we have 359. So we have 357, but you don't see anything here like missing value because Epi Info automatically excludes all the missing values. So you can do frequency tables like this. Okay, let us do one other thing. Maybe let us do one um crosstabs. Let's say we want to find out the relationship between the sex of the participant and the which variable. Let's click on tables first of all. Cross, you can see that. We click on table. Mhm. Seems as if I have to share. Hopefully you see what I'm showing you. You click on table and then we see the exposure variable here. Of course, it's X. If you are still new, you don't understand exposure and outcome, you have to watch our earlier videos. And then outcome variable, let's look at the outcome variable, maybe viral load categorical. Do we have a, we didn't check if it was categorical, but I think it's continuous variable. Let's check from something that is categorical for the outcome. So viral load test type, viral load test year, viral load test month, viral load. This should be a very good variable for us to use, but we don't have, it's not categorical, whatever, sex with person with HIV. Okay, let's look at occupation. If no, those are all. exposure variables and not this is not an outcome variable. Okay, let's just take a viral load, although it is continuous viral load, and then we check this Fisher test, okay, so that we can have the inferential results. So we won't look much at that because APinfo has tried to stratify them. So we'll just come down and see chi-squared 82 degrees of freedom 72 probability 0.18. That's not significant, right? Expected value is less than one. Chi-square may not be a valid test, yeah, because we have chosen a variable that, but this is how you can do chi-square test in APinfo. So in the next tutorial, we're going to look at how to plot some graphs, and then we'll see how to do regression in Epi Info, and even I think we have survivor analysis. Yeah, the Kaplan-Meier curve. Do we have survivor for this HIV? Let's see this. Okay, we'll look at that in another video. Okay, see you.